What's that? You're scaring the child.
I worked as a doctor for a full year.
My poor baby.
That has just absolutely terrified me.
What are your plans? What's going on?
That's the life we chose, baby. Welcome back, vlog. It's week 4 of my emergency medicine rotation. I drove back from San Diego late last night and I already have to go straight to work. I'll update you guys about the trip later on, but for now, I need to get to work. Hey, sweet boy. Hey, Chewy. Say welcome back to the vlog. All right, guys, I just got to work. Like I said, I am still on the emergency medicine rotation. I'm working the 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. shift tonight. Pretty rough though, because I got back at like almost midnight from San Diego yesterday. And then I woke up and had to, you know, do some chores this morning. So I'm a little bit more tired than I wish I was, but that's the life we chose, baby. Some of you guys might be wondering how my trip to San Diego was, and it was very fun. I went out on Friday and I came back, like I said, last night. And the main objective while I was there was to look at some houses and apartments that I could potentially live in when I moved to San Diego. I checked out a lot of properties. There are a couple that I'm waiting to hear back from that I am very hopeful about and excited about. And so hopefully I have more updates for you guys as the week goes on. This is all very new to me, you know, having to not only look for a house or apartment to live in, but also just doing it in like another state, right? This is just not an experience that I have at this point in my life, and is an experience I probably would have already had if I didn't go to medical school. But that's you know, besides the point. It's new to me. It's exciting. I did very much enjoy my time in San Diego though this weekend, and it made me very excited to be moving there. Kind of rejuvenated that excitement that I had when I initially matched to San Diego, went on my road trip last year to go and just check it out. I'm super stoked. I can't wait. But I think I will be even more stoked once I have, you know, my whole living situation locked down. Hopefully I have some updates for you guys as the week goes on, but for now I need to head inside and start my shift. Wish me luck. All right, guys, I am done with my shift. It was pretty busy, not gonna lie. Like, the entire shift was a bit nonstop. I didn't stop working really until like the last half hour. And even then I had to catch up on all my notes. Overall, not bad. I did a lot of lac repairs. For some reason, that was like the theme of the night, was just people coming in with lacerations that needed to be repaired, which for me as a resident, very fun. I enjoy doing them in med school. I enjoy doing them as a resident, especially someone who's not going into ER and will not do a lot of them, you know, in my future as an anesthesiologist. I always enjoy getting the chance to sew some people up. Overall, not a bad night though. I did, however, forget to tell you guys about something that happened when I was driving to San Diego. Check this out. I don't know if you guys can see, but look at this crack in my windshield. It goes all the way from down here, extends all the way up here, and then is now curving kind of across this way. It's pretty large. It happened while I was driving to San Diego. All of a sudden, no impact, no rock, nothing, just my windshield cracked, and freaking sucks, I'm not gonna lie. And it's like getting way bigger. It's now curving across the front of the windshield, and my quote for the repair is like $1,500, which sucks, because this month I'm also going to be putting money down for my, you know, deposit and everything for wherever I'm going to live in San Diego. So really sucks. You know, if you guys want to help a resident in need, make sure to watch the ads, let them play, let this video play, watch my other videos, because yeah, I'm going to have to get this thing repaired, which is just an absolute bummer. But you know what? Life happens. These are material items, you know, definitely not optimal, but life could always be worse, right? At least I have a vehicle that transports me that I'm able to crack the windshield up, which I didn't even crack it. That's the worst part, is I didn't do anything. It just cracked. Apparently that can happen. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to update you guys on that. But right now it's 2 a.m. I'm tired, so it's time to go home and get some sleep.
Yo.
Yo.
Can you help me with something?
Yeah, what's up?
I just need to lift a small box.
A small box? All right, what do you want me to do with this?
That's not the box.
What do you mean? You said small box.
That's the box.
Are you kidding me? My pride says I can lift this. If it's too heavy for you, you can't do it. You're scaring the child.
I told you couldn't do this by yourself.
Yeah, I was pretty close though.
How do you accidentally knock down one of my most prized possessions? Wow. All right, so you guys might be wondering what we're doing. I got a new mattress from Plank and we are going to set it up. All we have to do is unbox, unroll, and expand.
How do we expand?
All right. All right. All things considered, that was actually pretty easy. All right, we got the bed set up. So firm, and I love like this like feeling, like this pattern and texture and everything. That's so nice.
Looks very comfortable and very plush. Do you want to do our normal bed test? Make sure it's exactly what you're looking for?
You're not saying.
I am saying.
Don't try this at home.
What do you think?
I think it passes.
I like it.
All right, guys, so I've been using my mattress from Plank for a couple weeks now, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about them. Now, as someone who is a resident doctor and someone who grew up doing sports, I definitely have issues with sleep and back pain. That's why I was really excited when Plank reached out to me a little while back and sent me over their Plank Firm Luxe in the queen size. They also sent me an extra mattress for my mom, which I thought was so sweet of them and means the world to me. Plank mattresses are designed, assembled, and shipped right from their Arizona factory, and they're endorsed by the American Chiropractic Association. They're ultra firm and flippable, which means you can really customize your sleep experience. I've been sleeping on this for a couple weeks now, and I can definitely feel such a difference sleeping on a much more firm mattress. I was just in San Diego this weekend, and I was sleeping on a hotel bed, and that definitely made me appreciate the differences even more. I love that I can feel my back's in a much more spine-neutral position versus my older mattress where I could definitely feel myself sinking in, and I would wake up with random, like, pulled muscles. I feel like my sleep has been better, and I don't wake up with random back aches and neck pain like I used to. I cannot get over how easy it was to set up. I literally just unboxed it, unrolled it, and it was ready to go. It immediately expanded. I was absolutely in disbelief. I don't think I'll ever go back to not using a firm mattress. I really like my Plank mattress. My mom really likes them, and I think you guys would too. Plank also gives you a 120-night sleep trial, a limited lifetime warranty, and free shipping anywhere in the US. Make sure to click the link in my description to get 30% off your Plank mattress. You can also scan the QR code here on the screen. Again, make sure to check them out. Your sleep and your back will thank you. And thank you so much again to Plank for sponsoring this week's video. All right, we are so back. We're doing the 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. shift again today. Literally feels like I never left. Let's get it, baby. All right, guys, I am done with my shift. Even though these are 10-hour shifts, getting out at 2 in the morning is never easy. I am pretty tired, not gonna lie. Less tired than last night for sure. And today's shift was overall pretty smooth. I got to do some lack repairs, saw a super wide breadth of cases, had a couple hospital admissions, but overall nothing too crazy. My attendings were really awesome, and that really makes it such a different experience. It's never fun when you don't enjoy working with, you know, your supervisors. Luckily, I've not had that experience on this rotation thus far. Anyway, it's late and I want to get home, and I've got an early morning, so I'll catch you guys tomorrow. My poor baby, time to get you fixed. Good morning. I am here at Tesla because I made an appointment to get this windshield fixed. Look how bad it's got. It's already started curving up that way. It's gotten so big, it's insane. I'm dropping it off, and then DePaul is picking me up so we can go to Didactics. What's up? We're back with D-Bugs.
What's up? It's been a while.
Yeah, we've been apart for so long, and now we're reunited.
I know. We're not on the same team next month, but we'll be working in the same spot.
Yeah, we'll update them a little bit later, but we're super stoked. United, and it feels so good. All right, we are done with Didactics. D-Bugs is driving me back to
test.
Yeah, get my car. It's all done. Hopefully the windshield looks good. But great news, DePaul and I are on medicine next block. We're not on the same team, but we're both on medicine.
Yes. So we'll work in the same place. We'll be in the same lounge. Pretty much like similar schedules, 5 days of the 7. And yeah, it should be fun. We started with surgery and with medicine.
And we're going back to medicine. And we were on different teams back then too, but we still
hung out, played Pokemon.
The only difference is like your team schedules, admission schedules are different, your days off are different.
Yeah.
But we still work in the same residence space. So it's gonna be fun to spend what is basically our last real block of intern year together.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I get questions a lot on the vlog about what's going on with you and how, what are your plans? What's going on?
No, I'm chilling. I'm trying to prepare for the move to SAC. I found a place. It's a nice 1 bed, 1 bath. It's close to campus. 'Cause I'm tired of commuting, especially in the Vegas traffic. So I'll just walk. I think it'll be a great schedule. I'm looking forward to it. I think intern year does a really good job of making you want to go to your advanced program a lot more.
Yeah, so we can finally
do what we want to do.
Exactly. We haven't gotten to do a lot of radiology and anesthesia this year, and now we get to start. But it's also bittersweet because we've been together for 5 years now.
Yeah.
And we're getting split up. He's gonna go to NorCal. I'm gonna go to SoCal.
It's an 1.5-hour flight, 8 hours by driving. I already checked.
Yep. Yeah. We'll send letters and we'll FaceTime and it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
We still play video games.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. We just won't see each other in person very much, but
which is okay. I think this year was an exercise in going from med school where we saw each other nearly every day to only seeing each other here and there on rotations or if we're in the hospital at the same time. I think this year has done a lot for our mutual independence.
Yeah. Not a lot of people are fortunate enough to get to do residency with their best friend, and we got to do it for a whole year. So
honestly, the years in hindsight, it was pretty fine. It was a great TY experience. I'm thankful for the experience that I got on services that were a little bit more hectic, like inpatient, ICU, surgery.
I think we had a great time, and it's bittersweet. I'm gonna miss it, but we're off to bigger and better things, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it.
Take care.
All right, guys. I got my car back. Look at that. Clean windshield. No crack anymore, but it cost $1,400, guys. Holy moly. That's so much money. But you know what? It's fine. These are material things. I'm lucky enough to have a car that needed a fixed windshield. I'm lucky enough that I have the means to pay for it, that I have a job and a career and savings. I'm very fortunate, very, very fortunate. And that's just what's gonna happen in life. You're gonna have stuff like this, and yeah, can't get too mad about material items getting damaged, right? And with that, I am done for the day, so let's go home. All right, guys, it is Friday. I am about to go in for my shift, but I just thought we would hang out and chat for a little bit. Sorry about the lack of vlogging this week. It was just so busy because I got back so late on Monday night from San Diego and had to work the next 2 days, and then getting off at 2 a.m. each of those days, going to didactics yesterday and having to fix my car. Just a very busy week, not a lot of room, and also just mental capacity and energy for vlogging, but tried my best to take you guys along with me this week. So you guys might be wondering if there are any updates on the whole housing situation thing in San Diego, and honestly, I was hoping for more updates throughout the week. I had a couple of places that I was kind of excited about, and I thought that the owners were, interested in having us as tenants, and 2 of them I've just gotten completely ghosted from, even though I don't know, I thought it was a good to go thing for both of those. And then there's another one that I'm waiting on that they haven't made a decision yet. So it seems like the places that I really liked from this past weekend, I am not going to be able to get, it sounds like. I don't know. There's still a couple other places that I thought were nice, even some apartments that I thought were nice that I'm going to consider as well. But the places I really liked, unfortunately, just don't seem like they're going to work out, which is kind of a bummer. And honestly, I wasn't really expecting this whole like process to be so difficult. I really thought that we'd just find a place that we liked and would be able to snag it and, you know, sign a lease and start paying rent. I didn't think that I'd have to deal with, you know, getting ghosted from landlords. Also, another thing that completely opened my eyes this past weekend, when you see places on the internet like Facebook Marketplace and Zillow to like rent, and then you go see them in person, totally different. Like some of the places that looked so good on like camera, you see in person and the whole place is just not what you thought it was going to be. And that has just absolutely terrified me, right? Like now I'm like nervous because I'm not gonna have time to go to San Diego again between now and June, because I start inpatient medicine next week. So like trying to find a place is gonna be even harder. And so I don't know. This whole thing has just been so much harder. And this is just a new experience for me, right? Like I haven't really had to deal with this, you know, moving away and finding a place to live, you know, whether it's in an apartment that I have to rent out or a house that I want to rent out. Like I just haven't had to worry about this before. And so I know like for a lot of you guys watching, this is probably like not a big deal, not a tough thing. It's you know, a normal human experience that most people have to do. This is just the first time I'm doing it. So this is my vlog. I'm going to rant about it, right? And so I don't know. We'll see how the next couple of weeks go. I'm still waiting to hear back from a landlord to see if maybe I would be a good fit. And if that doesn't work out, I'll just keep looking and maybe end up in an apartment complex because I think that's just a little bit more guaranteed. And yep, that's the update for the whole San Diego thing right now. I have had a couple of you guys reach out to help and I really appreciate that, and hopefully we can find something there as well. Another thing that I realized is that as of tomorrow, I will have been a doctor for a full year because I graduated last year on May 3rd. Some of you guys might remember my graduation vlog on my channel. You guys should go check it out. I actually just rewatched it this afternoon and it took me back. I actually cannot believe that that was a full year ago that I was gowning up and walking for my medical school graduation. I remember hearing my name as Dr. Sean Anderson for the first time when our dean announced it during my walk. Like, it felt so surreal. And for the few years leading up to it, it felt like that day would never come. And now it's been a full year since that day happened, and I just can't believe how fast the time has flown. I am absolutely mind blown. But you know what? This year has just been so incredible. I feel like since that day, a whole new chapter in my life started. And I feel like I've been so aware of this chapter this entire time. And my entire energy feels different. My vibe feels different. My like outlook on life, I feel like changed that day. And I feel like this past year has probably been one of the most fun and eventful years of my life, right? Like I worked as a doctor for a full year, and I also got to do a bunch of other stuff like run marathons and travel to places like Alaska, go to content creator events. Like it's been such a crazy year, and I am just in disbelief because it just feels like yesterday that my only concern was graduating and finally becoming a doctor. And now I feel like the things that I think about on a daily basis are just so different. And it just comes to show that the things we worry about and the things we stress about and the dreams we hope to accomplish, like we're gonna get there one day. We're going to. However, if you keep moving the bar, you'll never allow yourself to truly acknowledge those accomplishments. And again, for years, my dream was to just be a doctor and be called a doctor. And now I don't even think about that. And it's important that I remind myself how cool it is that I have this opportunity and how hard I work to be doing what I'm doing every single day, and not forget that, because I feel like that's how a lot of physicians become jaded, is they forget how much they wanted this for so long. Once they've been working in this field, they kind of just get jaded and just forget how awesome it is that we even get to do it. As far as my growth and personal development though, I would say I feel the same. I don't feel, smarter. I don't feel like I am more ready to be an attending one day, but I feel more confident in the sense that I know what I don't know. I know who to ask if I don't know something, and I'm confident with my level of confidence. If that makes sense, I don't know. I feel like I might just be ranting, but like, I don't go to work and dread my shifts. I don't worry about not being able to handle something, which I think I did beginning of intern year. Now I know that if I can't handle something, I have someone there whose literal job it is to make sure that we get through it. And those are my attendings, and they've been all great this past year. And in 8 weeks, I will be officially done with intern year and moving into my second year of residency, which that on its own is a whole nother chapter of life too, because I will be doing it in San Diego, of course. So a lot of fun stuff, guys. I don't know. It's very surreal. I feel like life is moving by really fast right now, and my big goal is to not miss it, because I feel like a lot of people get so caught up in their career, especially, you know, people in residency, right? We can get so lost in the day-to-day that we forget to enjoy this time of our lives, and that's just not something I'm willing to do, and that's something I try to show on this YouTube channel. Anyway, I still have a lot going on with my shift today, getting off at 2 a.m., and I've got a busy weekend of festivities and friends in town and just things to do. So part of this rant was also so that I could just kind of end this vlog a little early. I know it's a kind of a short vlog for what you guys might be used to, but it's something I gotta balance, you know. I just want to kind of be able to focus on this other stuff. I'm still like not unpacked from my trip to San Diego, and I have so many chores to catch up on. So I think I'm gonna end the vlog here, but I appreciate you guys joining me for another week in residency, and for joining me on my, you know, road to moving to San Diego, and for joining me on what has now been my first year as a doctor. I can't express my gratitude enough to all of you guys. Anyway, that's it for now. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week.